So, there is a such thing as guest list etiquette. A lot of people don't consider when you're put on the guest list what that actually means. So usually the guest list means that, of course, you are a guest and you're invited via complimentary entry, whether it's by the DJ or the promoter or the bartender, whoever, can put names on the guest list. Generally, probably offered some sort of priority entry as well, So some people think that the guest list is optional. But thanks to social media, promoters have the opportunity to give a better explanation of how nightlife actually works. This is a repost that I'm going to look through from another promoter that I know of. And I'm just going to give you a few highlights from the post because he says some super important stuff. This should give you just a little bit more insight as to what happens when you're put on the guest list, right? So he says, I decided to write on behalf of artists, promoters, managers, and anyone else in general who works in the music industry. So these are all people that might have access to the guest list or have a couple spots. So try to remember, he writes, that the guest list isn't endless. It's not endless. They have to meet a capacity in the club. A lot of people just, tend to email or text or whatever, when they're in the city or when they want to come out. And that's the only time that you hear from them. And that's totally fine. When you're a promoter, that's how things go. It's a job. You only contact the person when you need a service. He says, I feel it really is far better to just get it over with right off the back and say something like, hi, would you be kind enough to put me on the list tonight? Hope you're well. It just saves us all time. And it's true, it does. We all lead busy lives, so it's better to Google the address of the club or look online rather than to ask us questions that are easily found with a quick search. We don't always know what the dress code is or if it's over 21. That's kind of true as well because, you might not know you're not working at the front. You're usually the talent or an independent contractor if you're a promoter. You're not working immediately inside the club. You're not going to the meetings for the club. He goes on to say, a guest list spot is an act of kindness on our part, a free gift. It would be great, though, that you didn't feel being added to a list once then entitles you to be on every guest list in perpetuity at parties we are playing or putting on. It's true, though. One guest list, one comp admission does not equal comp admission for the rest of your life. Event organizers, promoters, all of us, we have to get paid too. We have to make money. And the more people we let in for free, the less money that we tend to make. So the guest list truly is limited. We can't just let everyone in all the time. When DJs play for promoters, they might get 2 free spots or they might get 10. Try to remember that they don't get infinity. So U plus 1 may be okay. U plus 6 is not. Yeah, that's where the etiquette comes in. Be mindful of what, promoters and DJs can and cannot do and respect that because it's a job. It's a job that happens to take place in a very, very fun, very chill environment, but it's still a job and people still pay their bills very much doing this. When you're added, you really should try to actually turn up. And it's the truth. It's kind of rude when you put people on the guest list and they don't come because that spot could have gone to someone else very, very easily. All in all, there's an etiquette and there's levels to this shit when it comes to being on the guest list. So keep this in mind for your local friendly promoters and your event organizers, your DJs, your live musician friends, everyone that they're out here trying to make a living just like you are, and you have the opportunity very much to immediately help them by just doing the best you can. And you can check out this entire post for guest list etiquette on our website, www.cultureconciergeonline.com.